how many sleepless nights you need to have during the week in order to have to be qualified to have insomnia? I don't know, but I'm starting to ask this question to myself, and I will go to the deck list. We are playing Centiskorch with Dodrio. This is our main guys, which will attack with our main attackers. We're playing 3 Sizzlipede because we wanna have at least 1, sometimes 2 attacks of Centiskorch, depending on how fast the game is developing. Yeah, yeah, I always need to have it like nicely in here. And basically Centiskorch does 130 damage for billowing heat wave attack, and this attack does also 30 damage to each of your benched Pokemon. So basically we are spiking up Dodrio, like our draw engine and our attacker. So ability is zooming draw. You may put 1 damage counter on this Pokemon. If you do, draw a card. And the attack is ballistic beak. This attack does 30 more damage for each damage counter on this Pokemon, like 10 plus 30. So basically we'll put 9 damage counters on Dodrio, and he is hitting for 280. Then we have some modifications which we will go over, but then we have a really important part of the deck, which is Fan Rotom. We're playing 2 copies because sometimes we want to have a little bit more damage on our Dodrio in order to spike its damage up, and we can just promote Fan Rotom and maybe like even attack with it if we can take a prize. Ditto is here for the reason that we are playing 2 Jet Energy, for example. We want to have turn 1 Scolipede, but you know, like you start Buddy-Buddy Poffin, you can go then to Fan Rotom, and from Fan Rotom you grab Ditto Doduo, for example, and then you can just like retreat into Ditto and get Sizzlipede, or get like I said with Jet Energy, or if you go second you can get there with Arven and Air Balloon, because Sizzlipede has 2 retreat cost. Then our another attacker is Bloodmoon Ursaluna, late game attacker, like it's really helping us here. We just don't want to start it, but we play Turo, we play 2 Air Balloons to fix when we started. We're playing 1 Fez to help us draw. Sometimes, usually when we attack 2 times with Centiskorch, we really spike up the damage on Dodrio. There is no more something like damage pump on in the format that can like help us move the damage around, so we can reuse Dodrio, or maybe like spike up its damage with Luckscape. That's why we are not playing Luckscape, because we cannot do it. So basically this is the reason behind Fezandipiti. And if you find that you are in situations where you have 9 damage counters on all the Dodrios, you can play like, I don't know, Picnic Basket in order to put its to like rebuild it once more into draw engine, not only attacker. We're playing Psyduck in order to fix Dusknor, and we're playing Rellor and Rabsca to basically because of the Dragapult and Wellspring Mask Ogerpon. We're playing 2 Jet Energy to help with mobility, you know, like we have Ursa. We don't want to start it, and even when we are playing 2 Air Balloons, like having good mobility in the deck is great. We are playing 6 Fire Energy. I was going to 5 energies, but it's really good when you draw it or when you start it, so you can attach it for turn, because we are not playing Crispin, we are not playing something like, I don't know, EXP share, so we are really like catching these energies in the deck, because usually our attackers are going to be knocked out immediately. But for example, this is the reason because why we are not playing Steelix, that Centiskorch can potentially hit a good amount of damage into Goldengo, into Tiomask Ogerpon, and this can help us in these kind of matchups. So there was argument why we should play Steelix. With the new Steelix that deals 240 damage for 4 energy, you know who I'm talking about, when you have 6 prize cards remaining, which is like also good, but Steelix I think has 3 or 4 retreat costs, so it's a little bit weird. First I was playing Lily's Determination instead of Arven, but I opted to go to Hyper Aroma. I will spoil it to you. So we can go like basically turn 1 finding either like Ultra Ball, Nest Ball, Buddy-Buddy Poffin, get Fan Rotom, set up our board, and then we can go turn 2 or even turn 1 going second Arven for Hyper Aroma and get our stage 1 Pokémons into play and draw and prepare attackers. And it's easier to find like mobility cards with Arven, like we are not playing Switch. If I said that, I correct myself. We're playing like 2 Air Balloons because of that. So we're playing also 2 bosses, necessity in every deck. We're playing Black Belt, but first of all I will get here Turo. Turo is here specifically for Fez and Ursa. If we wanna like get it up from the play to be once more single prizers. And we're playing Black Belt's Training. Black Belt's Training is here specifically for combination with Brave Bangle. So what it does is Dodrio has limit of putting 9 damage counter on it, you know. So basically 10 plus 30 times 9 means like we are dealing 280 damage with this stage 1 Dodrio when it's like 9 damage counters on it. With Brave Bangle we are getting into 310 damage, but if we don't get a Brave Bangle on him, we can, for example with Black Belt, deal with Dragapult, which is like the main reason we're playing the Black Belt here. So basically 280, Black Belt brings him to 320 and Brave Bangle to 350. So that's the math here. We're playing 2 Battle Cage. I was first like really scared of Dragapult and like all those like damage counters going around here. But I said like, I don't care, you know, you cannot play against everything. And this is not top tier meta deck. This is like, if you talk about numbers, I don't know, this is like number H. No, or maybe not H, but really not A, B or S. So I opted just for 2 Battle Cages to have some kind of like counter, you know, against Dragapult. If we play against the worst Dragapult against this deck, which is like Dragapult Dusknoir, we have Psyduck, we have Rabsca, we have Battle Cage, you know, like we have something to play against. Like it's not auto loss, but we are like not favored. We're playing 1 up Artazon still. It's great when you find it and you can like put another Sizzlipede in the play, and so I will move you here. So now we move to our Pokemon search cards. We're playing just 2 Ultra Balls and 1 Hyper Aroma. Basically, Hyper Aroma is here for all those stage 1's Pokemon, and Ultra Ball, Buddy-Buddy Poffin, and Nest Ball is here to give our bigger chances to get Fan Rotom turn 1 and then like all those other Pokemon we need. We're playing for we're playing like little bit less of recovery cards. We're playing just 2 Night Stretcher and 1 Super Rod, and then like usual we're playing 1 Counter Catcher and 1 Earthen Vessel. Earthen Vessel, you know, like when we need to attack turn 2, when we already evolve to Centiskorch, we need like we can go like Arven for Earthen Vessel energies, and so this is the this is the deck. Very quick. There is not much to talk about. Just the main list, or like the original list which I tried to play here, was with Southbuck, the one who like searches Stadium. I really love this card. It's like looking beautiful. It's a beautiful Pokemon, but I found that not always it's worth the space. And we also like I've played like 4 Battle Cages, which was like a little bit overkill. So basically you're playing 4 dead cards if you're playing against something like I don't know, Raging Bolt or so. And So I cut it, I went for another Sizzlipede, and then I think one more Fire Energy. I like this list. Maybe I would like cut maybe one more energy if you want to be very risky, and go for a third Centiskorch in games where you are under pressure and you need to spike up your damage output, and you, for example, price Centiskorch, then you are like really pushed heavily for the recovery cards, and you need to get like Centiskorch and like attack once more again to like be ready like on the third, fourth turn to really like get those two prizers with your Dodrio. I think that's all for now, and me and Bidu wants to say thank you for your attention.